Hello everybody, I am Ren Michaelis and I wanted to make this video as a clarification because I don't want to give people the wrong opinion, so I want to clarify my position. So, should black people play white characters? And my opinion is it all depends on the context. You got to think, okay, like the Black Panther just came out and black people were happy, black people were excited. And like what my relatives have been telling me, it's about time. It's about time to do something for us. It's about time we finally have something to call our own. Like, yeah, my relatives are happy about it. Now imagine if they made everybody in Wakanda white and they just made everybody white. How would you feel? Many black people would be upset and angry about it because it's like, don't you take this away from us. It's not that you can't ever turn a white character black. It's just that these characters like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Charmed, they are iconic characters. People love them. People love them a lot, and people are attached to them. And the people who love them are still young. The people who love these characters are like only in their 20s now. I mean, some of these people who love these characters, I'm pretty sure that there's going to be people who love these characters who are like, who are only like 20 years old. I mean, because of the reruns. So there are people who really love these characters. You wouldn't want people in the Black Panther party the Black Panther movie to all be white. So like, it would be understandable that they wouldn't want, a Black Buffy or Black Charmed, because these are iconic characters. The only way I could see a Black Charmed working is if it's a continuation. Like if you have the original Charmed ones be in the first three seasons, and if they kind of like pass it on, like like you are the Charmed ones now. But it's not saying that black people cannot play white roles ever. For example, I did enjoy the Divas Christmas Carol. Now the Divas Christmas Carol was hilarious, but the thing is, the Christmas Carol has been told and retold ad nauseum. It was something that nobody cared about anymore. Or The Preacher's Wife with Eddie Murphy and Whitney Houston and Denzel Washington. That was based off a bishop's wife, but instead it has an all-black cast. However, nobody cares about a bishop's wife anymore, so therefore when A Preacher's Wife comes out, all the people who liked the bishop's wife are all old, so you have a newer, younger audience that doesn't care. So it's kind of like you got to use discernment. Like, would you care if the roles were reversed? If it was reversed and the Black Panther party was whitewashed with all white characters. However, it could be done successfully with characters that people don't care about anymore. Like, I've heard that when it comes to Time Machine, that when a guy went to the future, that everybody was white. However, in the new movie or the newest version of the Time Machine, when he went to the future, everybody was black. Now that worked, but that's because, how many people even watched the Time Machine? You see what I mean? You gotta use discernment. You got to use discernment. You got to think, well, like, do people care? How many people would care? For example, I do think, like, if there was a spoof of Scooby-Doo, I don't think anybody would care. I don't think people would care if, there was a spoof with all black people. Now, if it was all black people doing doing Scooby Doo, I really just don't think anybody would care all that much. But I do think people would care about Charmed and Buffy the Vampire Slayer because everybody who watched it are still like young. They are memorable. They are lovable. It would be different if you waited until everybody got old and senile and didn't care anymore. But you still have a young audience that cares. Now, but if it is an old story that people don't care too much about anymore, like maybe make Aladdin with an all-black cast, I don't think people would care too much. Like if that's got reinstalled but with black people, I don't think people would care all that much because, I just don't think people would care. But when it's something that people strongly care about, when people love it, and people are like, yeah, it's for us, like how black people felt with the Black Panther, like, yeah, then I just think it's a bad idea. And it could lead to a push for that. It could lead to push for like, well, make Black Panther but with an all-white cast, or make, like an undercover brother with an all, white cast. We could see that type of backlash. Not only that, but it does, to me, send the message that black people desperately want to be white. To me, that's the message you're sending. You're sending a message that black people want to be white, and I don't think that's a good message to send. But that's my take. What's yours? This has been Remy Collis. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.